let's go over the 4 books I read in August and September. So I read 2 books in August and 2 books in September. So let's go ahead and get into them. So let's go off with Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell. Now, this follows a girl or a character named Nina who basically lost her husband, and Ash who lost her father. And Nina kind of starts dating again a couple years after the father's death. Now, Ash is still very real onto her father, basically still loves her father so much. And again, it would be there for me. It would take a long time if I had to lose my dad. But there's something wrong with Nick, who's the guy that Nina is dating. And Nick, when women see him, they melt, they swoon, they go, woo. But Nick has a side to him, and basically Ash saw right through him. Now, this was definitely slower pace, not like her normal books, but the fact that Lisa Jewell can make you feel interested in characters that you somewhat care about is definitely, I would definitely say, really great quality in her writing that I really love. Her writing is still very fast paced. This was enjoyable. This also was her newer release of this year, so I really did like this one. I really enjoyed it. And then there's that. Also, so there's another character named Jane who was the dad's ex-boyfriend, and they basically went to the child house and basically just felt bad for the kids and what they went through. But she just shows you how to also, okay, here's the thing. The ending definitely was really good, and Lisa Jewell knows how to make you feel different at the end of a book. Like, what I mean is, you don't feel, at the end of all the books, you feel completely different because again, you read something completely different. But she also makes you feel very weird inside, empty, hollow, not hollow, but weird, shaky kind of stuff in her writing. So if you don't like feeling like that, I definitely don't recommend her. But if you do like that feeling, I would definitely recommend. But every single one of her books has had definitely a different ending. But I really do like this book. I would definitely recommend it. And I gave this book a 4.5 stars. Definitely really good, and I love Lisa Jewell so much, and I will continue on reading her stuff, and I'll just continue on reading her books because I love her books so much. Alrighty, now let's go into the Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laura Gilmore. So this one was Book Talk famous last year. And I heard so many mixed reviews. People like it, people don't. And basically, from what I've heard, it's basically Stars Hollow plus Hallmark. That's pretty much what it is. And I enjoy it. I definitely, it's once in a while, definitely for me. It definitely does remind me of Gilmore Girls, especially Logan. Definitely gives you a lot of, Luke vibes. This town, Pearl Harbor, I think what it's called, or Dream Harbor, definitely does give me that vibe. I would give this a 3 stars. Great, cozy little fall read if you want to get in the mood for fall. Definitely got in the mood for fall. Just not a favorite. And I do want to read more of her books. I do really want to read The Christmas Tree Farm, and then I think The Gingerbread House, and then The Strawberry. I just want to read all of the books in the series because they're really good, especially kind of somewhat pick-me-ups. So anyway, it does. So basically, Jane is the main character, and her aunt gifted her. So the aunt basically gifted Jane the aunt's shop, or coffee shop, and people were coming in. People were mad because they wouldn't know. She wouldn't know their orders and all that stuff. And again, instead of being able to say the order, they go the usual, please. But here's that. But anyway, so she goes to the coffee shop in Dream Harbor, and then she's just also Jane's trying to get a fresh start, new. And then there's some sounds in the middle of the night where basically that's when she meets Logan. She basically becomes a scaredy cat, meets Logan. But anyway, this definitely does again give you Gilmore Girl vibes. And Logan is a farmer, and I don't think I've ever read a what's this called? A romance book with a farmer in it. So definitely very interesting, definitely different. For me personally, I don't know if I would date a farmer, but you know what? I'm not Jane. She's a completely different. But anyway, I did give this book a 4 stars. I also do like this special edition of it. So I did get this special edition. This is one I read from. Really, really cute. I did also listen to the audiobook majority of this. And I think, I don't know, it just definitely helps me not get, whatever it's called, reading slump. I also do think this book might have also caused some of a reading slump as well, but there's, you know, that, because it did also take me a while to read my next book, which was The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which is basically the second book in this series. It took me a while to read that, so actually it wasn't 4 books, it was 5 books that I read. Anyway, I just saw that. Random. Anyway, but The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore was the second book in this series. Like I said, I do want to continue on the series. I know I will like it. A lot of Gilmore Girl vibes. I like Gilmore Girls. I was named after Gilmore Girls, but whatever. Anyway, so this is again the second book in the Bill Harbor series, and I didn't enjoy this one as much as I did the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I enjoyed the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I really did like it. And also, okay, I didn't even mention this, but it did also take me not that long to read this one. It was somewhat fast-paced, but this one kind of did. Maybe because it was the same exact kind of vibe, same exact kind of story. So, like I said, I want to continue on. But I think if I just, like, take a break in between these, I think they'll be, like, better and more enjoyable. And again, if you want to get into the fall mood, or basically a little pick-me-up, fun, short, cute little rom-com, definitely recommend this. But anyway, this follows one of not only Logan's friends, but Janie friends as well. And anyway, so it follows Hazel, who's again Logan's friends and Janie friends in the first one, and she falls in love with a fisherman named Noah. She also works at the bookstore. The thing about it is, yes, there's mention of cinnamons in here. I still understand why it's called a cinnamon bookstore. Also, I don't know. I have to say, this definitely does give you fall vibes, but it's not all based in fall. So there is a lot of talk of summer in this. So I think if you read this for summer, you would also still you still get the fall vibes though. But definitely, like, this definitely takes a lot place in summer than it does during the fall time. But it still doesn't feel like summer. So basically, when the author talks about summer, just says you don't get that summer feeling. You get the winter feeling, autumn feeling, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But anyway, also another good one to get in fall. I definitely will probably, again, like I said, continue on reading the series, but stay tuned for that. Again, I've also heard mixed, again, I just heard mixed reviews on these. Laura Gilmore, definitely, again, another Gilmore Girls one, reminds you of Gilmore Girls. I still really did enjoy it, and I think I gave it the same one, so 3 stars. Really great, really enjoyable. Now, the next one, The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden. So earlier on this year, I read the Death Row by Freida McFadden, which was a short story. This was the very first book, like full-length book I read by Freida McFadden, and I basically ate this up so much. Like, when I started it, I could not put it down. I loved it so much. It was so fast-paced, so good. I do have to say, one little thing that's creepy is about this is how if your boyfriend keeps talking about blood, and like, so this guy, the boyfriend, he was a doctor, and all of his facts that he knew was about blood, like how much you would lose to die, or like something like that. Like, I think it was like kind of weird, but you know what, that's what it is. Anyway, but the boyfriend follows Sydney, who basically is trying to find the one that she wants to spend her life with. She's gone on several dates. She got on a really bad date in the beginning, and then after, a mystery man helps her out, basically get rid of this date, who will not leave and will keep on stalking her. Then you follow Tom. So one of the things that is definitely interesting about this book is you have the now timeline, which is in Sydney's POV, and then you have the then timeline, which is in Tom's POV, which basically you're following him all through high school, his high school sweetheart, and like his high school friend, and basically just all like that stuff, and then like the stuff that happened then. I do wish we got more of Tom in the now time, but it's definitely really great. I've never read that one before. But anyway, Again, like I said, Tom was the boyfriend, and he was a doctor, and all of his like fun facts were about blood, and he couldn't stop talking about blood. And I like gore stuff too, but not like that. But anyway, but that's also like really creepy to me. Like really, I think that was just really creepy. If my boyfriend that I was dating was a doctor and all he knew was how to cut people and like where to cut to kill someone, or how much blood they would need to, like, if it was all just about blood facts and kind of killing facts, then I would be a little bit kind of concerned, and I don't know why I would be like, oh yeah, this crazy guy. Like I would kind of leave him a little bit. That's me. Now I love horror movies and I love the gore, but I don't know if I can, like, I can't watch it. Like Terrifier, that just like scared me. Like that was too gory for me. I just couldn't watch it. Like I just couldn't. Anyway, I definitely did like this one. I want to read way more Freida McFadden's books. I love her writing so much. I don't know why it took me so long to read any of her books, because I do have like a couple of her books, but I really did enjoy it. I'd recommend this one for sure. This one has a lot of mixed reviews. People say this isn't like her best one. Now, because this was the first one I read, I really don't have a good opinion, but I like Freida McFadden's fast-paced book, really good thriller author, gets you enthralled in the story, and kind of like you kind of jump right into it. There is build up, there is lead to it, but there's not as much, and I really did enjoy that aspect about it. But I really did like this book, and I gave this book a 4.5 stars. Then the last book I read was not a new release, but this is a like release. So Jeneva Rose originally published this when she like first like self-published, I think, and then she just republished it. I did really enjoy this one. I also love the cover. So this was The Girl I Was. Now, majority of Jeneva Rose's books are definitely thriller, mystery kind of based. This is definitely a fiction book, so just warning you before you go into it if that's just not what you like. I did enjoy this one. The main character in here was named Alexis, and she got the chance to go back in time to her college self to change her life. So basically, what would you do if you'd be able to go back in time to change your younger self? First off, my younger self would not listen to me, and honestly, I don't know what I would do. Like, I'd probably say like, okay, you're gonna go through times now, it's going to get better, and it's just gonna be whatever. But anyway, so basically Alexis gets to go back to her college self and change, just kind of like change things, help her kind of get a better life, and just get a better life that she didn't already have, which was really very interesting. And it's also kind of cool to see her back in the past. You do get both Alexis and Lexi's POV, which was her college self. I wish we got more of Lexi's POV, more than you did Alexis, but you know what, that is okay. I didn't like it really much. Again, this isn't one of her regular books, but I don't know. I knew to say, like I said, I want to go, if I did go back myself, my younger self would definitely not listen to me. Plus, I don't know if I want to go to the past. I really hate my past, you know. When I was really like, so I don't hate my past is like my home life. I hate my schooling past like so much. Like if anyone talks about like, oh, like think about your school years, like your school, like think about when you were like in first grade, like in that like classroom. And I was like, no. Like I hated that so much. I hated that like so much. So first, my younger self wouldn't listen to me. Second off, she wouldn't really believe me, and then it would just honestly get into a fight. But I don't know if I would like it. But you know, she did end up getting older. She did win. I do have to say I didn't really like Alexis in here. She was definitely kind of I just didn't like Alexis. Did not. And yes, the name in here is definitely Alexis, like me, but it was definitely great. But anyway, I did enjoy this book. Definitely different from her other books, so just think about that going into it. It's not like a normal thriller book that she has. But again, this is my third book I've read by her, and I will definitely continue on reading her books. They're so good, so fast paced. They're just like really good, really great writing. I really do enjoy them, and when I pick them up, like I read like 100 pages at a time. Definitely really good. I know that she has like a lot of mixed reviews. I definitely recommend them, and I gave this book a 4 stars. Anyway, so I actually read 5 books throughout the 2 months, and 3 in September. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned because I hope next month I will be able to get more reading vlogs up. I've been working on them. I've been again some sort of in a reading slump. Also get busier with school and stuff, but I think it's like the reading slump. I don't know why. But I will definitely continue on reading the books. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you are, and goodbye.